Hi there, welcome back to my channel. I'm Andy. Today I am going to be doing a get ready with me because I am getting ready to do a review on this beautiful style Sydney by BelleTress. And I'm going to be doing it in this color, which is Sienna Spice R. So it has a really dark root on it and it's kind of a strawberry blonde. And I'm going to be honest with you, I think when I pulled this one out of the box, I think my face might have looked like this. Because I thought, oh my goodness, how in the world am I going to pull this one off? So this is actually a warm color and I'm a neutral skin tone. So when you have a neutral skin tone, many times you can wear warms, you can wear cools, and of course you can wear neutrals. And this is a warm color. So I thought, all right, I'm going to look in my closet and I'm going to see if I can find a pretty shirt that has warm colors in it. And I found this one. And so it's got like an olive green and it's got some peach in it and it's got kind of like a cream color. So I thought this one would go well and hopefully complement this beautiful style and color. And so come along with me as I get ready to review this wig and put my makeup on, and we will see how it turns out. You know, I think that I look at this as maybe being a little bit of a challenge for me, and I'm always up to a good challenge because I'm not really sure that I'm going to be able to do this color justice because it's so pretty. But hopefully I can, in the end, make it look very cohesive with the shirt and the jewelry in this color, and hopefully do it justice and have a very pretty look at the end. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to let you know I already have my foundation on and I have my eyeshadow primer on. Those are two things that I've shared with you on other videos, but I use the Milani Conceal and Perfect and also the Milani Stay Put eyeshadow primer. I love both of those and I use them every day. And also on my lips, I have just a little bit of lip gloss on just to give them some softness before I put my lipstick on. And I don't know if I've ever shared these with you or not, but this is a Bath and Body Works lip glosses. And if you've never tried these, you might want to pick up one of these and just try it out because I have every color I think available on these. I've used these for years. And I've got another one. This is the Vanilla Mint Supreme, but they have a little bit of a menthol in them and they're just really refreshing to put on, and so I like them. I've got them in pink and they've got clear, and this is actually a pearl mint, so it's got a little bit of a shimmer to it, but they're just really nice little lip gloss. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started now. We're going to I'm going to go on now with my e.l.f. Halo Glow and do just a little bit of contouring here. I just kind of go right along my cheekbone and I come down about to the corner of my eye there. And then I come along my nose and do that. And then I come down right around there around my jawline. And just blend that in and up a little bit. I'm going to try something a little bit different with my eyeshadow today. It's something I've done in the past, not on a video, but it's something that I have done just as I've gotten ready. Is I'm going to show you, if you've never seen it before, just how to use tape to get a very exact look over here on the side. So just how to make it a very crisp line here with your eyeshadow. As I'm sitting here and looking at this color, this very, very pretty color, Sienna Spice R, the one thing that I think I've got going for me is that it's got a really dark root on it. And because of that, I think I can pull it off by tying in my eyebrows in with that root. And I've told you before, ladies, don't forget your eyebrows. When we are wearing these beautifully styled and beautifully colored wigs, our eyebrows really are the frame of our face. And so that really is going to give us a very cohesive look to the wig and our lips and all of our makeup. So I'm going to actually start today by doing my eyebrows. And I've shared with you before the NYX micro brow pencil. I do have it in a lighter color today. This is actually called ash brown. So this is what the color looks like. It's a very dark brown. But I'm just going to go ahead and do my eyebrows first today. And see how this turns out. I'll probably just speed this part up because you all have seen me do my eyebrows before. But I just kind of go under and then just do very quick little motions to give a natural look to your eyebrows. And if you kind of go like this around the edge of your nose, you want it to line up, and you can put a little mark right there. It's kind of where you want it to go, around that area. And I am going to blend it in with the spoolie on the end. Give it a softer look here. But you can already see how this ties in with that root. I'm glad this has the root on it for me. Okay, so there's the brows. Got the brows done. Now I'm just going to go in with a light color on my brow bone here. I'm not going to use a shimmer up here, just a matte, very light color. And go about halfway over, just to bring some brightness up there. Now I'm going to go in with an eyeshadow palette that I have enjoyed for a while. This is the Milani Gilded Terra, and this is what it looks like. So it's got a lot of neutrals and greens, and I just thought that would go really pretty with, you know, what I'm wearing today. So we will go ahead. You can actually see I've already used all of the brow bone color. It's already gone, and I've used a lot of this really pretty, like a brownish, it's got a little bit of a burgundy to it. And let me just stop with that and just tell you that if you don't know what your skin tone is, that is something you might want to figure out. And it's very easy to figure out, you know, what your skin tone is, but that's going to help you pick out colors that complement your skin tone. And so you can look online. There's a lot of resources that you can find where you can look at your veins in your arms. You can take a piece of paper and a white sheet of paper, hold it up to your face and see what tones that white paper brings out in your skin. And so anyhow, that's going to let you know whether you're cool, neutral, or warm. And so that might help you as you pick out colors of wigs or in your own bio hair, you know, how you're going to get it colored. But also jewelry. Jewelry is another big one. So for me, I can wear golds and silvers, and I really don't think that one looks better than the other. So I put it with gold. I put this shirt with gold earrings today. If you're more of a gold jewelry person, you might be a warm tone of your skin, or you might be, if you like silver jewelry the best on you, then you might be more of a cool tone. So for me, because I'm neutral, I like them equally as well on me. I don't really choose gold over silver or silver over gold. I just like both of them. So today I do have just some gold earrings on. I get asked about these quite a bit. I have these in gold and silver because I like them so much. And these are from Chico's, and I think they still sell them. I hope it's a pair that they always keep available. In fact, I probably need to get a pair of spares in each color, because one time I thought I had left them in a hotel and I was frantically looking for them. That's how much I like these. And they're very lightweight, but I am sensitive to heavy earrings, especially in this ear here. So these are just an everyday earring. You can dress a t-shirt up with these, or you can wear it with a pretty blouse. So these are from Chico's. So let's go ahead and move on with the makeup now that I've gotten all my chattiness out of the way. And I am going to start off by using a neutral tone on my crease here. And I'm going to go in with this one right here. It's called Slow Burn. I'm going to use that one right there and see how this looks. I don't think I've ever used this color before, but I do have hazel eyes. And so this has a little bit of orange in it. And if you have hazel eyes, you probably know that oranges on the color wheel are opposite of green. So hazel with green is opposite of orange. So they complement each other. So orange is a good color for my eyes. So this does have, it's kind of like a little bit of a terracotta look. And I like that. So I'm going to be really careful today to stay away from cool colors. I want everything to be warm and complement this very warm color of this wig and this root as well. Now I totally forgot. I am going to go back and wipe this off pretty good here. But I'm just going to use a piece of Scotch tape and I'm going to put it on my hand and I'm going to get like most of the stickiness off just so it doesn't take my makeup off. So I'm going to put that on my hand and peel it off. And I'm going to put it along my eye here. I'm going to do it on both of them. Just gently put it on there. You don't have to press really hard because you don't want to have a big line there where your makeup has been removed. But I'm going to just put that on my hand and get the stickiness off and put it over here as well. And that will just give me a little bit of a guide to put my eye makeup on. So I also forgot to put my concealer on for you, but this is a Photo Ready, Revlon Photo Ready concealer. I've showed this to you before as well. So I'll put that on. And then I'll just blend this in with my fingers. Okay, so I'm going to go back in with that color and just put it along my crease there and up. And you can just see how that is guiding the color to be a nice crisp line there. I'm going up into that brow color that I've already put on. Okay, that looks pretty. Let's go ahead and put a outer corner color on that's darker. And I think I'm going to go back with the color that I obviously like right there. I think I'm going to do that. And I'm just going to kind of pack it on. I'm going to get in there and just pack that color on that outer corner of my eye and like in a little bit of a V there. And then up. But I do usually keep Scotch tape close by my makeup table. And if I have time, I will do it. I will put that on. Okay. Something else I wanted to share with you today. On my videos, you will see I have these beautiful nails on. And I never get them done at a salon, and they are not my natural nails. They are very easy to put on. I have worn artificial nails for years, and just in the last few months, I have discovered this brand called Kiss FX. And I don't know if you've ever used them before, but instead of glue, they are like press-on nails. And when I first tried them, I thought, I was a little skeptical. And I thought, oh, there's no way that these are going to stay on. They stay on. They do. They stay on for about a week for me. I change them every week. And they are wonderful. They are easy to put on. They come in really pretty colors. And this is the one I have on today. And I get the short. They're called just short. But they're called Kiss FX. And you peel the back of them off and you stick them on. And they stick on your nails for a solid week. They are great though. I have really enjoyed those. And I am going to have everything listed for you, the makeup, and I'll have these listed if you just want to see the different colors. But I've had, other than the blue and the green, I don't know if I did get the green one time, but I think I've tried every color and I like them all. They're all really pretty and they don't crack on me. They're just great. And I'm hard on my nails. But yeah, so I'm kind of hard on my nails. And so let's just go ahead and finish this up. But I think that's looking really pretty. And then I'm going to pick out a shimmer. And I told you before, I think that's the fun part of doing makeup for me, is I just like that little pop of a little sparkle. So I think on this palette, I don't know if I should go in with the green or, that's a little too sparkly for me. I think I'm actually going to go in with, I think I'm going to go with this terracotta sparkle right here. I think that's really pretty. So I just put a little bit on my finger and then I put it in the middle and then kind of blend it over to the inside corner there. That's pretty, isn't it? But I've been meaning to mention those nails for a while because I like them so much. And I like to share with you things that I enjoy and things that work for me. And so these are just something I buy and buy and buy, are those little Kiss FX nails because they are really good. So if you've ever used them, let me know. But I used to use the glue ones all the time and I got kind of tired of that. So I'm just going to take my blending brush and I am going to blend that all in and up. And then we will take that Scotch tape off. They also have tape. It's like beauty tape. I don't know what they call it, but I'm sure you can find it online. And but I just use Scotch tape and put it on the back of my hand and take the stickiness off. Most of the stickiness off, but enough stickiness that it'll still stay. So blend that all in. And then I always like to end my eyeshadow look with this e.l.f. No Budge shadow stick. And this is, I think, Pearl Mist is the name of it. I'll list everything, like I said, down in the description box. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see the small writing on these makeups, a lot of these makeups. So, but I do just kind of put that on the inside corner, give it a little tap to blend it in. And let's go ahead and take the tape off and see how this looks. Okay. Now, that looks a little drastic, doesn't it? But I will soften that up. But you can just see how it gives that nice crisp line. So I'll take that blending brush again and just go in and soften that line up a little bit. But you still want to keep it nice and crisp, but you see how it kind of blends in with the outer part of my eyebrow here. I think it's coming together pretty nicely. I'm happy with how it's looking. I'm just going to go in now with a Wet n Wild dark brown eyeliner and just keep it, kind of lay it on its side and keep it close to your eyelashes, your lash line there. And when I get to about this point, I'm going to kind of bring it down just a little bit from the top, make just a very small little wing there in your liner. And then bring it up just a little bit. Okay. And then I'll do a soft line with this on the bottom. I am trying to keep this just a little bit of a softer look. Okay, and then the same over here. And get here and then bring it down a little bit. We are getting ready to go out of town. My husband and I, we're going to be going on just a little trip. We love tennis. We love watching tennis and we enjoy playing tennis. And we have been to the U.S. Open in New York City. And this year we're actually going to go to the tournament before the U.S. Open, and that's in Cincinnati, Ohio. And so we are really excited to be going. Now I'm just going to take a e.l.f. concealer brush. I know it's not meant for your to soften up your lash line or anything like that, but that's what I use it for. And I'm going to go back in with that dark color that I used on the outer corner. And that's what I'm going to use to just soften that line up a little bit. But yes, we are really excited to go to this tournament. So if you like to watch tennis, I'm just going to come down here and just very gently, I see that got a little bit right there, but I'm just going to bring this down a little bit. Okay. But if you like to watch tennis and you're watching the Cincinnati Open, you might just see me as a spectator enjoying some great tennis. There's some really good players that are going to be there. So I think that looks pretty. I was actually wanting to pull a little bit of green in, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I like that the way it is. So we're going to go ahead and do the eyelashes. And for the eyelashes, I always give my eyelashes a good curl. And in my last Get Ready With Me, I shared with you that I had success in actually cutting the one lash in half and actually just putting it on the outside part of my eye just to give me a little lift in that area. I do put a light coat of my favorite mascara, which is the Colossal Mascara by Maybelline. And I do put a light coat of that on before I put that lash on. And I just think that gives me just a little bit of a lift. I'm thinking about whose hair this reminds me of in show business. And the first one that comes to mind is Kathie Lee Gifford. Kathie Lee Gifford comes to mind. And let's see who else. I can't think of anybody else right now. So you'll have to let me know whose style this reminds you of and whose color this reminds you of. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put those lashes on and then I'll be right back. Just to warm my face up a little bit more, I am going to use this Physicians Formula. It's called Bread and Butter, and it is a bronzer. And so I'm actually just going to go in and put a little bit where I would get tan. And so I'm going to go up here just a little bit. Warm that up. I should have had my hair pulled back, but that's okay. I'll just put a little bit up there. And then on the tops of my cheekbones there, that's where I feel like I would get some warmth from the sun. And maybe like on the tip of my nose there. This smells really good. I don't even know what it smells like, but it's very soft and pretty. It doesn't have much of a scent at all, but it's pretty, and I am very sensitive to smells. But that's the Physicians Formula. It's called Bread and Butter Bronzer. So you can see that just did give me a little bit of warmth there. And then I'm going to go in with my blush, which is the Milani Cheek Kiss. And this one is in color Nude Kiss is what this one is. And I will just tap a little bit on here. But I feel like this is kind of along that terracotta, just a very neutral kind of a look. But does have a little bit of color in it, a little bit of pink maybe. Okay, so what are you thinking so far? Do you think this looks good so far? Do you think this is going to complement this pretty color, this makeup that I'm putting on? So now we just have to do the lips. And I'm going to be using this NYX lip liner. It's Goal Setter, I think is the name of it. I'll have it listed down below. I can't remember if it's Goal Setter or Goal Getter, but it's one of those two. But it is the NYX Line Loud lip pencil. And I believe I showed this to you. This is waterproof and they're wonderful. So I will be using that today. And I keep going back and forth between these two. This is a Revlon, very, very pretty. But I keep going back and forth between that one and this e.l.f. one. And I like both of them a lot. So which one would you pick for me today with this? I think I'm actually going to go with the Revlon right here. I think this might be just a little too dark. We'll see. I can always go darker though if I want to change it up a little bit. So let's go ahead and put our lip liner on. This is that really pretty color here. Okay. It's pretty, isn't it? And then this color is called Blushed. It's 420. Blushed is the name of it. And it's actually a pearl lipstick. So on the Revlon lipsticks, you see that says pearl on it. And so that has a little bit of a shimmer in it, which I really like shimmer, if you don't know that already. So we'll go ahead and see how this looks. It's pretty. I like that. Okay, and the last thing I'm going to do is use this Wet n Wild. This is Wet n Wild. It's called Color Icon is the name of it. Look how pretty that is. This is Wet n Wild Color Icon, and it's called Taurus. It's got just a little bit of this same color right here, but just is going to give us a pop of some just gloss here. Very pretty. It almost has kind of a terracotta glimmer to it. Very pretty. Okay, so let me just back up here, see what you think, how the look turned out. Just kind of a terracotta, kind of a neutral look, but hopefully this will complement this beautiful style and color in the review that I'm doing today. All right, so here is our finished look for this gorgeous BelleTress Sydney in the color Sienna Spice R. And I'm going to turn around and let you see how pretty this is and this color. But I think it turned out nice. I really do. It's got a really pretty soft wave to it. And I will mention it in my review, of course, but I do want to thank Tracy at TL Wigs for sending me this beautiful style. And if you're interested in getting one, you can go on TL Wigs and use the code Andy35, and you can save 35% on Sydney. So this is the finished look here, and I'm going to give you a look at the eyes and just let you see how that turned out. Like I said at the beginning of the video, this was a little bit of a challenge for me with this color because I have never worn anything like this color before, and I really wanted to show how pretty it is. And really you can see the power of makeup. You can see when I started versus when I ended. I just think it gave it a really pretty look, especially with this root and how it tied in with my eyebrows and my eyes. But I hope that you enjoyed coming along with me as I put this look together. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. If you'd like to watch my review of BelleTress Sydney and this makeup look, just click here.